Welcome to Third Phase UFO Report. I'm Rich Giordano from GoofOn. How is everybody on this Memorial Day weekend? I hope you're doing well, because we're gonna go through what happened last week in about 2 minutes. Down the digital highway we go. And where ufology stops? Maybe Lou only knows. So let's take a look and get a little bit of an update on what happened last week. In my opinion, probably the best week ufology has seen in 20 years.
Yes, U.S. intelligence agencies had less than 6 months to tell Congress what they know about unidentified aerial phenomena, or what you and I might call UFOs.
As part of the COVID-19 relief and spending bill, intelligence agencies have less than 6 months to tell Congress what they know about UFOs.
If it's something outside this planet, that might actually be better than the fact that we've seen some technological leap on behalf of the Chinese, the Russians, or some other adversary.
Let's just go down the rabbit hole here for a second. Let's just assume this is some sort of adversarial or foreign technology that several decades now has managed to leapfrog us and evade all 18 members of the intelligence community, despite our best human intelligence, signals intelligence, imagery intelligence, yada, 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 right? That would be an intelligence failure that would eclipse just about anything else this country has ever faced, especially if this has occurred for decades, that there's a foreign adversary that can put a nuclear warhead within moments over Washington, D.C. Okay, that's a problem.
Frankly, there are a lot more sightings than have been made public. We're talking about objects that, frankly, engage in actions that are difficult to explain, that movements that are hard to replicate, that we don't have the technology for.
Lieutenant Graves told us pilots training off the Atlantic coast see things like that all the time.
Every day for at least a couple of years.
Wait a minute, every day for a couple of years?
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that there are objects in our possession, broadly defined our possession, that are from something other than this Earth?
What I will say about that is that I think that assertion should be taken seriously.
I thought Lou made a very solid point, and I'm embarrassed I hadn't thought of it before, which is this is, among other things, whatever these objects are, a potentially very grave threat to nation states. So where was the intelligence community in warning about this and learning more about it? Where were they?
Well, that has to be answered, absolutely. I mean, we are under siege. It's like there's a war of nerves going on. And if this was drones belonging to a foreign adversary, there would be an absolute outcry. And yet, the situation we're in, that we don't know what these things are, and they might even be extraterrestrial, that's worse. So I agree with Luis Elizondo on this. This is a potential catastrophic failure of intelligence. And if it happened because skeptical bureaucrats were just saying to themselves, it can't be, therefore it isn't, then there must be a reckoning.
people tell me, when you say that, you can sound crazy. And I'll be honest, I'm not a UFO guy.
But from what I hear you guys saying, there's something.
Yes.
Oh, there's definitely something that I don't know who's building it, who's got the technology, who's got the brains, but there's something out there that was better than our airplane.
Welcome to Goof On, everybody. It is Memorial Day, Monday, May 31st, 2021. Welcome to the live show. Yeah, I thought that was pretty important to rebroadcast here. If some of you haven't seen that last night, I put out a 45-minute premiere video. There are sightings included in there. Right after that, after the to be continued, there was another 34 minutes of content. So if you want to shoot on over there, the link will be in the description. It is Third Phase UFO Report. So welcome. Hope you're having a great Memorial Day and the weekend has ended. So we are beginning work tomorrow. Well, the 9-to-5ers are. So it's okay. It's a short work week, and I know you want to work as much as possible to make that cheddar. So you just do what you got to do. But it is officially the work week starting in a few hours. So let's have a little fun before we start that process. I was watching The Black Vault with John Greenwald, and kind of why I have this title up here. It was a discussion I had with Third Phase and other people. Who's in charge of this script? That is the narrative we're hearing over and over again about a threat. Who is in charge? Have we pointed anybody out? No, nobody knows. Who's paying Lou? Who's paying these people to be in or be the talking head for ufology? Well, this narrative anyway, not for ufology in general, because I don't fully believe the message that, but I understand the message. It's a threat. Nobody can tell me it may not be a threat, but you have to have common sense and talk yourself through it. Well, in the military's eyes, yeah, it's a threat, but it's not an overall threat. But is it? I want to touch that a little bit and also try to figure out who it is behind this. Who's writing the script? Who's paying these people to tell us over and over again that this is a threat? How it's a threat yet, I don't know. Maybe they can outmaneuver our fighters, our jets, but if we don't have that technology, they could take us out any time. I mean, why wait? It's been 77, 8 years, whatever it's been. 74, what is it? 47, 57, 67, 77, 87, 97, 2017, 2020. Okay, so it's 64 years? No, 1947, then you got 57, 67, 77, 87, 97, 2007. Okay, so 74 years, basically. Almost to the day. What was it, July 7th? Roswell, somewhere around there. I love it. What's that? A roll call. Okay, well, roll call, I guess. We better do that real quick. Coral Ann, what's up? Shin Godzilla, what do you say? How do you be? Good to see you. Welcome, both of you, to the show. Eric81872, welcome to the show. Betty Double Kick Chick, nice to see you. Welcome to the show. Blue Chicken, to the show. Welcome. Whoa, the whole thing just jumped on me. All right. Renee, thank you very much. Hanging out. Welcome to the show. And I did see a super chat. Now it's gone. Who sent that super chat? Thank you. And I don't remember who it was, but welcome to the show. Bridget Ladd, welcome to the show. Everything UFO, welcome to Everything UFOs. Welcome to the show. Alien Girl, what's up? Uno. Welcome to the show. That's how I would be Siri if I was I would be called Sirius. Hey, Sirius. Hello. Can you tell me where Louis Elizondo is going to be speaking next? Lou Elizondo will be speaking on the Black Vault at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on YouTube. I got to practice that. Misty O.C. Dragons, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Coraline, did I say it? Say it again. Welcome to the show. Den Bub, welcome to the show. Lisa Marie, not Presley, welcome to the show. World in Chaos 76, welcome to the show. Lulu, better still be on timeout. Stop beating. You have got to be kidding me. Are you serious? You put him in there? Little Lou, he's stuck in there. Well, get him out. You get him out. No. Don't come over to me and no, they can't see you. Just go. No, you're not. Go. Help Lou. Trying to put your face on the screen. Den Bob, welcome to the show. Alien Files, welcome to the show. Goofon rocking out tonight. Goofon. Betty Double K. Oh, I already said it. Stargate Traveler. Stargate Traveler. Welcome to the show. Moon Lick. Welcome to the show. Hey, Shelly. Michelle Morrison. Welcome to the show. Felicia Flores. Welcome to the show. Dark Hour Paranormal. Welcome to the show. Stuart Bodwell. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show. First Floor Audio. Welcome to the show. How you guys doing? Lost in Space. Welcome to the show. And anybody else who came in, if I didn't see you. Oh, Ben, Yorkshire, UK. Welcome to the show. Mr. Big Feet. Welcome to the show. John Vegas. Welcome to the show. Yeah, they can never say your name right, these computers. Try your name again. Let's see what happens. John Vegas. Yep, can't do it. Stu Gerson. Hey, welcome to the show. I try to pump up the excitability on the computer when it sees your name because you're the biggest thing ever. Listen, Stu Gerson. That's funny. It's funny. Scott Brown. Ooh, kind of a mischievous name you got there, according to the computer here. Adam Devlin. Oh, you got a night. That was a good one. I put some personality in the voice. So, yeah, Tina Mobley. I don't know you too well, but you'll get something. That's good. Chris. Okay, welcome to the show. Hey, William Bridges. $20. We all know that we, the people, will have more truth than the government. That is true. I can't stop talking like a computer. It's not sounding like a computer, I know, because I don't want it to. William Bridges with a $20 super chat. Oh, I don't have my phone for the... Oh, there it is. Hold on. Super chat. And I had another one earlier, too. Thank you. Thanks, Mr. Bridges. Super generoso. Stavro, welcome to the show. Where is Richie? I don't know, man. I don't know where Richie's been. I think Seagal left town. As far as I know. That's what I heard. He left town, yeah. I think for the holiday, right? Yeah, it's a good thing. Because I don't want him coming around. It's pretty scary. I don't need that in my life. Hey, no matter what you think, the guy's scary. You know what I mean?
Anybody seen Richie? Huh?
Shh, don't say it.
I'm gonna keep coming back until somebody remembers seeing Richie.
I thought he was gone. Oh, God. Is he gone? He just walks through like buildings. He goes, anybody seen Richie? Huh? I'm going to keep coming back till somebody tells me. Kind of does it like William Shatner, right? Anybody seen Richie? I'm going to keep coming back till Somebody seen him. Huh? Huh? All right, we're done with roll call if you haven't figured it out yet. Oh, I didn't see you. What is this? Whoa, I hid somebody by accident. Who did I hide? No, there was a thing up on the screen. Who'd I hide? I hid somebody from the channel. Hold on, I think it was Mr. Bridges. Hold on. That would suck. Where is he? On the screen, there was a bot. Yep. Hold on. Let me bring you back in. Time out, everybody. This is more important than the show right now. Here we go. Let's go to the community and undo. No, that's not it. You got to go over here. Oh, I didn't put you in timeout. You want to hear the names that are in timeout? This will be fun. Yeah, you're okay. I didn't put you in. I may have put you in a 5-minute thing by accident. I didn't see it. All I saw was hide this user. Alien, here's the people that are blocked. Alien Life from Network Alpha. Margaret Hoover. Oh, we'll do the computer voice? Okay. Turn it on. Abigail Green. Mr. BubeTube. New York T Tag. Stephanie VH. I can't do that. El Capo. Porn Store J. Michael Boyle. Terrafim. Quantum Paradox. Brian Coyne. Augustus Plebeian. Eric Morse. Imposter. The Out There Channel. Don Darty. Dan Fox. Fuzzy Pup 222. Car Z2 Go. The Dave. Mr. Fox. Little Old Lady 10,000 BC. YouTube user. William Pattison. Bex. Joe Clark. UFO God. Dawn Freeman. Enters Pie Now. I'm sorry, correction. Insert Pie Now. Rule Britannia. J. Carcass. Chris 501906. Squids 1. Christopher Highland. Prescribed Beto Bro Jesus. Scorpion Z. Amber Rice. Willie Lang. Secure Team 10 versus Secure Team 10. Kenneth Pass. Nick Alexander. Phil Schneider. Didn't he die? Green Eggs Z. PBR Street Gang. Niksha. Lee G. Too Fast Star. JTM Star. Ambrosius XP. Kilroy's Omen Knockout Entertainment. Grady Judd News. Lisa Bartolone. For Your Rights. Dark Room. Insecure Team 10. Pizza the Hut. Hey, Internet. Eric here. Lake and Lucas. UFO sightings. Almost done. Grace Sue. Bobby Livingston. Trolling JW. Frederick Barry. Blake Hopper. Strafe Wilson. Rye Till I Die. Efforts. Brady. And Chris C. Congratulations. You have all been blocked from Goof On for being yourself. Like I tell everybody, be yourself, be the best you can be. But if you just happen to be an a-hole, you got to go. So nobody that I saw today in the chat room is in timeout. Some people are wondering, I've gotten an email, a couple of questions throughout the days. Are you going to add any more moderators? No. We've got enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 12. And every one of these people, except for 3, are pretty much been here for a minimum a year. With B. Baker and Coral Ann and Blue Chicken, Nathan and Lisa having been, and Pat Walker having been here the longest. Then would be Welcome to the Show. Then it would have to be Third Phase. Well, Mr. Cooper, Third Phase of Moon, which is recent. Dark Hour Paranormal, which is just as recent. And then the most recent is Welcome to the Show, who's actually a long timer. So that runs the gamut of things associated with moderators and the people they've blocked right here on GoofOn. Hey, it's good that I yell out those names, because if you see those people, you let them know that they were blocked on GoofOn. Especially that insecure Team 10 guy trying to act like he's our friend, trying to make up new names. Doesn't work. But yeah, let's get to the show. Let's get to the show, shall we? I almost didn't do a show today. I know. I almost took the night off and but I couldn't. Now, let me pull up the Black Vault, because I want to talk about Luis Elizondo's emails. John Greenwald from the Black Vault has been, like you can see behind me, these are people that may have possibly been a part of the script that we're hearing now. Who would you pick? I mean, really, I'd pick Bigelow, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. This is the current leader of DOD, and the other two I can't remember. I think this was former something of another. I can't remember the names. This isn't something I really get into, but I want to now. I'm very interested in what happened to Lou Elizondo's emails, because what happened was well thought out. I mean, when you hear what John's going to say here in a minute, because I'm going to play a couple of clips, fair use them, because we are going to be learning from them. You're going to learn something about these stories that come out. And this is just one of many that we've been hearing about Lou and about, the powers that be in our UFO community. People that speak for me don't speak for me. You know what I mean? I like talking about them. It's a very historic time right now. And I think we should be talking about the things that are important, because it's not going to go away. This is something we're going to be in minimum 18 months. Just on the level we're at now with evidence, the shady, grainy, FLIR, night vision, maybe even thermal. That's what we're going to get. We're not going to get any clear UFO footage for at least 18 months to 36 months. This is information that I happen to be a part of people who are close to the Lou Elizondo club over there. Can't name many names. That's right. So expect something for the next 18 to 36 months, but it's the same nothing. But I guarantee it will be important. It will be leading to their final, whatever the crescendo is. Apparently, it is about aliens, according to them, because they refuse to say even just a little bit. It might be us back engineering. And if they say that, this is why they don't. But if they did say it, then why would we need funding at all if it's us? They're going to tell them, why don't you go back to the drawing board and find out what you can that it is, or possibly would be us. They can't say that. That's going to create a delay in their agenda. So they have to say they're not sure. They don't think it's China or Russia or anybody else. But it could be something that could be a huge paradigm shift for the world. as Lou said, I'm paraphrasing here, but it may be something that would create a paradigm shift that we couldn't imagine, meaning aliens. What else would it be? And anytime somebody puts a question in a chat room, Lou has already prepped the people who are interviewing him, what they are going to talk about, how they're going to talk about it, and what not to ask Lou. Do not ask me about Greer. Do not ask me if we think that it's back engineered or we just created the exact thing that aliens had, but it only took us 70 years to do it. We finally did it. And in 2003 and 4, we started playing around with this stuff. Now, if they're saying, and there's no proof what I'm about to tell you, but there's just a story from 2 radar people that it was raining UFOs. What? How many? 100, at least. 80,000 feet to 20,000 feet to 5 feet in seconds. 2 seconds or less. Something like that. What was it? I don't remember. 0.87 seconds, 2.8, 2.1.8. I don't know. But it was very fast. We don't have that technology. We don't even have 100 of those things. And if they cost $1 trillion to make each one, it's just a guess. If you put in all the man hours and the research and the technology being created, and it took over 60 something years, and then we started seeing it in 2004. I think it started in the Afghanistan war, the Persian Gulf War. That was when that article I found, and I still can't find it. Believe me, I know what I read. It's not a Mandela effect. That they saw American drone technology do undrone-like things. So I'm going to say 50 years they were playing with this stuff. 45, 50 years. And they saw it over there during the Persian Gulf War. And the Afghani soldiers were talking about it a couple of years back, how they saw this technology. So in 2004, they probably built a lot of them. And I'm not sure if it got easier to build them, so the cost came down, but I would imagine something like that. But all those years of research, I would say it was at least $1 trillion for at least the first one. And maybe after that, it came down. So maybe like 500 billion to build each Tic Tac. I'm not sure if that, I mean, it's a lot of money to have that type. Maybe I'm exaggerating. If you did 100 billion, that to me would sound logical. $100 billion, but I'm talking over the 50 years until people started talking about this strange technology. They probably put in $1 trillion or more. But I don't think so. I don't know. Nobody knows. Okay? Nobody knows anything. All right? Nobody knows. We only know what we're being told. And then you have to use common sense, right? Oh, Elena, thank you for the $10 super chat. I know it's from another country, but I'm just going to say $10 because that's what it says up there. Thank you. Super. She says, hey, Richie, hello. Hello, Elena. Thank you. Super generoso, and welcome to the show. So thank you very much. Very nice. I'm scrolling down. I didn't see any. Yeah, that's true. The, what do you call it? Super chats up and all that stuff. It's in the links in the description. You know where they are. But anyway, so this technology probably was coming around in the early 90s, and then it got perfected after another decade, possibly as good as they can get it. And they made it look like this Tic Tac. Gave it a nice paint coat, took off some wings. It really is the epitome of secret Space Force. That's what we would see. Now, the weird thing about it is, why would they be watching our men in for 2 years in 2004. It's weird. It's weird. It doesn't seem like you would have that many. Hey, the secret government's just gonna show off their technology for 2 straight years. See, that doesn't make sense to me. You got to think about this and use common sense. So, of course, they would think it's a threat. All those UFOs that they saw, I'm really going to admit this. To me, it doesn't make sense that it's us. Secret Space Force. I mean, there is a secret Space Force, but the weird thing is, why? Why antagonize? Were they trying to provoke our own military into chasing them? And that's why that one day when Fravor did, the Tic Tac kind of showed off. And maybe there's nobody in them at all. They could be empty. They could be this type of craft, if it is alien, that has all around it sensors that can feel and see everything at one time. And it's all fed into this computer or whatever, maybe a quantum computer, you want to call it whatever you want, but it's an alien computer, and it can just manipulate gravity and do all this stuff. And they could be in another galaxy, another dimension working this. Who the hell knows? It could all be programmed to do this stuff. Obviously, if there's nobody in it, it would be technology 1,000 years ahead, maybe. You want to say 100 years, but I'm thinking for it to work flawlessly, not crash, right? Not lose the signal to wherever mothership is. It's pretty amazing technology, if it's true. Do we know that Fravor, chased after this thing and Alex Dietrich was in another airplane seeing it too? Or is it a script? Is this all part of their script? And apparently everybody who was around the Nimitz in 2004, and what was the one in 2019? Eisenhower? I can't remember. My brain just fell off on that. And they saw things in 2019. I'd like to hear from 20 people. I don't want to hear from 5. Right? Graves, Fravor, 1 drone operator, and then some other guy. It's about 6 people. That's not a bad number. But I'd like to see 20. If 6 come forward, I want to see 20. Because everybody said they saw this stuff. Well, according to Ryan Graves, they all saw it. For 2 years, somebody saw something. Where are those people? Is that what this next chapter is going to be? Hearing more from the witnesses, I wonder? Because to me, it's too late. I don't want to hear from the other witnesses anymore. All right, I do. But on principle, they should have already come out. And I want to see a panel of 10 just show up on a show, whether Lou's moderating it or whoever. I want to hear from many more people. Everybody that's come forward, just, I don't know, they seem legit. They don't seem like actors. But so you want to think, okay, well, maybe they're not good actors. Nobody could act as good as this. Nobody seems like they're acting. Except for Lou. Lou seems like he's acting a little bit. But I guess he has to have this persona of American soldier who put in his time, and if you want somebody who looks like me, acts like me, and fakes like me. What? Who is me? No, I believe Lou is the right guy. He fits out. Look, they're actors. Casting couch is folded up, put back in the closet, and we're not taking any more interviews for these positions. Or are we? They got to keep it going, man. They can't just stop and the threat and then keep saying threat for 18 more months. I mean, even by then, I'm kind of getting bored of it now a little bit. It's like I feel bad we're talking about it again, but we haven't touched on everything. It's impossible to do it in 8 days, 8 shows in a row. But let me pull up Greenwald, because what's really interesting and what happened to Lou Elizondo, in 2019, I believe. Well, immediately after Lou came out, the Pentagon was saying the opposite of what Lou did. Hold on, let me pull it up here. See, should be right here. There it is. So there's no reason for me to wait. It's 2 of these? He's put it out twice. That's weird. I think I watched this one. All right, let me go to the 36-minute mark, because that's where we've got some interesting things. It's pretty good. So if you didn't hear, the Pentagon got rid of Luis Elizondo's emails. That just came out, that story, a few days ago, that all of Luis Elizondo's correspondence through email have been evaporated. And they shouldn't have been. And what John Greenwald says, and if I somehow don't get the right clip, I'm sorry, I know what to say, and but I'm pretty confident I have what we need from John. So he explains this extremely well. I'm going to play about 5 minutes of content out of this 55-minute show. So we should be good in the fair use department. So let me pull up this, because we got to put this up there, because this is fair use for education purposes. We are talking about why Lou's emails being evaporated is important to what's going on right now in the UFO narrative. And can we trust this guy, Lou, to deliver the message that everybody can agree with? And yeah, I tell you what, no matter who took Lou's role, no matter how disclosure was going to start, there's always going to be a group of people who don't agree with the way it's done. Now, I don't understand. Yeah, I do now. I keep saying I don't, but I do. This is all about money. They cannot say that it's aliens. I mean, that it's us reverse engineering alien hardware. We can't say it's Secret Space Force. That means there's already funding somehow getting to the secret black projects that we don't know about. We can't say that to get funding, to go against an adversary we don't know who, what, where, when, why they're here. It's got to be very provocative. It's got to be very important. And Lou Elizondo and the team is scripted to say everything but it's us. They won't get the money they need. So then you have to ask, okay, wait, hold on. So they really know it's us, but they're saying it's aliens? Yes. Okay, Rich, that makes no sense. If they're already getting funding, the secret black projects are already getting the money somehow, some way, why do you need money? Can never have enough money? See what I mean? It doesn't make sense. So if Lou is lying and he already knows it's us, then it must be they're trying to get disclosure out to the forefront. But they're doing it this way for some reason. And I don't like it. I don't think that makes sense. Maybe it does. You got to put fear into the public to create a sense of urgency for them to sign on the dotted line and to create a bill and get funding and congressional hearings about a serious adversary we know nothing about. Got it. Got it. That's exactly right. That's exactly what it is. More money, more money, more money. Can never have enough of it.
Or something like that.
So John Greenwald is the guy who does FOIA requests for the last 27 years. A FOIA request is FOIA, Freedom of Information Act. He gets documents that haven't been released to the public and releases them to the public. So here we go. And that's what he did. He's trying to find out if he could get the Lou Elizondo's, something on his emails. This is what happens.
And it's like, did you even take 10 seconds to read that I have spent way too much time addressing that very point? It's not standard procedure. This, I believe, is the procedure. 7 years. For those, again, taking notes, I sent documents to Elizondo after I had established it's at least 7 years. He was also looking at categories that he felt applied. And I want to point out in Series 500 that there are different sections which include intelligence and special subject files, general systems and policy correspondence and coordination. All of these.
Oh, I want to tell you something real quick. He just said something about 7 years. Anything that's of historical data that has some significance in the way things pan out and how things are put out into the public, anything that's of historical value is not supposed to be expunged for 7 years. And in 7 years, it would be 2024 because Lou left ATIP in October of 2017. So they're not even supposed to do anything with anything of Lou's for at least 7 years. And John found out that, it's 2021. It's not 2024, but it gets better. So he's telling us of all the serious surveillance and warning sections, policy correspondence and coordination, which included correspondence with and coordination of intelligence activities within the Department of Defense and with other U.S. government entities. Each of these categories, should they apply to Elizondo's emails, would define the records retention schedule as permanent and only transferred to the National Archives and Records Administration after 25 years of permanent holding. If Elizondo's emails applied to just one of these, then their destruction was not authorized at all, nor would it ever be. And of course, Lou has some historical value in those emails. Wow. This is just unreal. What are they trying to cover up? Pretty important stuff. Historical. Anyway.
These different sections would apply, he felt, to him as well.
Yep.
Across the board of what he felt applied, it was a permanent retention. After 25 years after Elizondo retired, or the document's origination date, either one, I believe, 25 years thereafter, it would be transferred over to the National Archives. Yet again, let me stress, permanent retention, never to be destroyed. So for those who want to talk about policy, go ahead, because this shows that those records likely, and I'll say likely, should have been kept permanently. What I can comfortably prove is 7 years, and we're still a couple years shy of when they were allowed to be destroyed.
That's pretty amazing. So I'm thinking, anything could be in those emails. Anything. That is on a, I'm sure, a secure server, aka Hillary Clinton. It's amazing to me that they can just break the law, break the rules, go against policy, whatever you want to call it, anytime they want. Nobody's held responsible for this, and nobody will be. Why should they be? They're doing it for the betterment of our safety by shutting Lou's emails down, man. See, and they should be backed up. And there's later on, he says that there was not even a backup made, apparently. So he just got done saying that they're well within the 7 years by 3 years before anything would be deleted. So continue.
So what happened there? I don't know. But the fact that the boxes were deleted, and they've known it as they were processing my requests, because I was told you're getting no records responses because the box doesn't exist. Well, I was told that in the last month. I was never told that in the last couple of years. And in fact, to prove that point even farther, I was not just filing FOIA requests and getting a no records and then appealing, and that was it. Rather, throughout multiple cases, there were multiple instances of correspondence between me and the Freedom of Information Act action officers. This is one. The blurs are my own, just as a courtesy. But what I did was I was trying to make sure that the no records responses that they were giving me were based on searches that were SIPRNet, that were done on SIPRNet, NIPRNet, and JWIX accounts. Meaning, if you're not familiar with those systems, it's just different levels of classification that they can communicate on. So let's say everything internally about ATIP was classified top secret. Well, that would be through JWIX. Did they search it? From the action officer, I can confirm that we did do searches correctly. SIPR, NIPR, and JWIX accounts.
What? That is unbelievable. Do you know what that means? In 2017, they were already deleted. They just admitted it. We already did the searches through JWIC, NIPR, and SIPR. Sorry, John. We already did that. So they wasted John's time for 2 more years. We'll keep checking. We'll keep checking. There must have been a big red stamp on there. Do not, or it's not worth your job. This is definitely top secret. Can you believe that? The emails were already deleted. They just admitted it and didn't even know it. They think they're just talking about, hey, we just looked. But John's like, did you look in SIPR, NIPR, and JWIX? And they said, yeah, we can confirm we did do searches correctly in SIPR, NIPR, and JWIX and back in 2017. Idiots don't even know their own freaking... Nobody knows what the other one's doing. It's great stuff. Good work, John. That's amazing. What a freaking unbelievable turn of events right there. What he found out. Just beautiful. Yeah, let me go to 41 minutes here because something else goes on, I think.
What were they searching? And why wouldn't they tell me?
Right.
And it wasn't until April of 2021 where they finally did. One of the other things in their letter, and let me go back to that screen really quick. Former DoD employees are not retained unless they are considered historical records and retained by the National Records Center. What I want to bring up now is a provable, undeniable aspect of Luis Elizondo's background, largely overlooked. I've seen it mentioned by a few people, but largely overlooked. And that is his job title when he resigned. And when he resigned, he was the director of the National Programs Special Management Staff, or the NPSMS. Now, what is that office? And so when I saw his resignation letter, and yeah, I had concerns on whether or not it was even real because it leaked out and it was kind of found through nefarious ways. But nobody's ever disputed it, and Luis Elizondo himself, I think, has even made reference to it. So, and then History Channel published it when Unidentified aired. So, you know, a couple years ago, it was like, okay, well, then I guess this is real. And that office, I started digging in, trying to figure out, okay, ATIP aside, you know, what are these, what is this office? You know, what is he doing? What was his job title? How many people were underneath him? What was going on? Was this code for a UFO office? Was this something else? And at that time, when it first came out, there was nothing. If you Googled that title, you'd only come up to references to Elizondo's resignation letter, and that was it. There was nothing else.
So ATIP wasn't even the name. There was no name. That's what he's saying. We couldn't even find that ATIP was even the name. It's so weird.
Not that Google's the end all be all, but you know what I mean. You search for Secretary of Defense, you're going to come up with 22 billion documents. So it wasn't like that at all. So I started digging in deep. And at this point, the only official government documents that I was able to come up with were military court transcripts from the Office of Military Commissions on the trial of Khalid Sheikh Mohammed.
That's crazy. It's amazing. There definitely seems to be, there was a smear campaign on Lou and his credibility. Why? And you know what it does? It almost makes me think that Bob Lazar, I don't even need to finish that sentence. That's weird. It sounds like the same thing that happened to Bob Lazar. I don't know what to say. I mean, I definitely worked at S4. I know, Bob, but we're saying that's the possibility. I bet you didn't finish your sentence, so finished it for you. Thanks. Got it. I understand. I'm just saying. It's kind of like a validation. It is. It almost validates what Bob went through. And that's what I was just saying, Rich. I know. That's what I'm telling them. Get out of my head. I think I'm always in your head, Rich. It's this new technology. Don't care, Bob. But it's this technology. I don't care. But no. No. God. So it's happening in real time. And John Greenwald did some nice work there. Nice work. Proving that they didn't even have a name for ATIP when Lou was in there. Right? Isn't that what he said? Yeah, I mean, there's some more to that, I think.
Or KSM. Yes, the 9/11 mastermind. And if you've subscribed to this channel a lot, one of the first videos I did was actually about these documents. And I said then that I'll say now, I'm sure Luis Elizondo has seen a lot and knows a lot. Obviously working into highly classified settings and programs. And in this particular transcript, it was proven that, number one, the attorney for KSM was talking about the NPSMS.
And, you know, joke around as I may, calling Lou a liar and all this stuff. Yeah, he is. He's lying. But he's doing it for the greater good of our safety and let's not forget his family's safety, as he keeps reminding us. I've got a family. So everybody does. Everybody's got a family. Yes, but I'm also married. A lot of married people out there. I'm surprised you still are. I'm surprised he still is. Unless this is his second wife, I'm not sure. We need a lot more information, though. And what's going to happen now with the Greer coming out and challenging the narrative, which is why these people are pretty much turning down the invite to the third phase of Moon debate in mid-June here. Something is definitely going on. We know, we see it. We know it's a script. It's obvious it's scripted, but who's scripting it? Who? Who would have the access to our military and be, you would, whether respected or not, would be somebody who would know about these unidentifieds that are apparent threats to national and international security Who would be that person in charge of this? Could it be somebody who doesn't even is a retired DOD or head of DOD? Is it somebody right now in it? And if they're in it, they must have signed off on it, unless this is all being surreptitiously done through avenues you and I can't even think of. I mean, not only that, now, these people who are writing the script also run the media, mainstream media. They control the narrative through the mainstream media. Who would have that kind of power? Somebody? Somebody? Anybody? If anybody has an idea, let me know in the chat room. I'd be curious to know, because it is interesting. Because somebody's got to be writing the script. Somebody has to have control of the media. Somebody chose these people to be the actors for this type of narrative we're seeing now, the threat narrative. And if they're going to open up disclosure and start it out with the threat, and that we need the threat, and apparently it is all about money, but if they're lying about it, then that means they'd be double dipping. They want this to look official. They want it on record. They want this to be historic. They want the public to know this does smell more like disclosure than it does about getting money. It really does. Now, that could be it. That could be, hey, look what we're doing, even though we're not going to say it's us. And the reason we're not going to say it's us or even hint towards it, because we want to definitely let you know it's ET. And it's not China, and it's not Russia, and it's not everybody else. Now, the more people hear this over the next 18 months to 3 years, because they want to do it slowly. But to start out with a threat, to me, just seems weird. Because now you're going to have people thinking aliens are a threat. Oh, yeah? Yeah, if I see something, I'm shooting. You know, now we've got that. That just amped up a little bit. And we don't need to have some hero out there with 50 guns trying to kill ET. But there has to be a better answer than the one I'm hearing, which is no answer. And I need to see evidence. The evidence is weak. It does not back up the narrative at all. So when you look at a weak narrative with, when you have weak evidence with a narrative that doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense, even though it does for the military. But now, if you want to get the public interested, that's why you use this type of tactic. Because now, oh my God, the government's involved, the government, the Pentagon, this guy Lou who looks so serious, they're all admitting that it's not anybody else that's an enemy, but they don't know. And it could be if we did find out, it would be the biggest paradigm shift on the planet. That doesn't sound like just technology to me. It sounds more like alien technology to me. And that alien technology is the threat. But they can't say it. But they are, by not saying it's us. This is a whole interesting. This is why everybody's talking about it. This is really interesting. Now we have more questions that aren't going to be answered. But I want to know who's in charge. And I don't think we'll never know. I think we will know. It might take a lot of work and a lot of people with with some inside. We need somebody on the inside. And believe it or not, there's people on the inside that are talking with the people I know that are going to work on it, give us advice, try to help us find out who these people are. If it's one person or three or four or a group, maybe it's the Bilderbergs. I don't know. Whoops. Everything UFOs for $5 super chat says ALIENS, aliens. That's what they want us to believe. Thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Everything UFOs. That was very nice of you. Major, super generoso. Aliens. And John Greenwald did a fantastic job showing the illegal acts of our own government. What they did to lose emails, it's illegal. It goes against the Constitution, goes against the law. I don't know about the Constitution, but it goes against the law. And they're not supposed to delete anything till 2024, and they did it in 2017. 2019, even if it was 2019, don't know. John put the request in 2017. It's been just about 4 years. And they said, yeah, we looked it up just like you said. Nope, it's not in JWIC or whatever. Schnaps. What was it? Schnaps? J Schnaps? What does that say? Yeah, JWIC. Oh, John Wick. Get it? Unbelievable. JWIC. Oh, that's interesting. JWIC. And then they came out with the movie, Jonathan Wick. Isn't that what it is? Yeah, that's too much of a coincidence. Yeah, he was a badass. Took out the mobs. Should have never killed his dog or stole his car. But I'm just saying. Very sensitive guy, John Wick. Yeah, there are no. And I'm still hearing rumors that Hillary Clinton will definitely go to jail now. No, we're not. I can't talk about it here because, it's, but she's not going to jail. Strange time. I want to know who it could be. Hold on, let me see. Because I have the guys here behind me, but I can't remember who that guy is right there all the way to the left of me. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. Super chats. Thank you very much. I keep forgetting to do that bell. Gotta have a super chat bell. All right. So that person, come on, images. Yep. Here we go. So who do I go? Okay, we see Bob Bigelow second. Could he be in charge? He has the deep pockets to pay Lou, right? He's in the know. I think it might be him. I think it might be him. Now, these are just some of the people I put in the background here. But it could be Michael Brown. Let's see. Who's that guy all the way? Come on. Why can't I find the pictures now all of a sudden of everybody? It wasn't this hard. They came right up the last time I did it. when I made the thumbnail. This is crazy. Oh, I know why. You got to put head. So the guy all the way to the right is Lloyd Austin. He's the general. He's in charge of everything. Okay, he's the leader and chief executive officer of the United States DoD, the Executive Department, and the U.S. Armed Forces. His position of command and authority over the military is second only to that of the president, who is the commander-in-chief. And we all know it ain't Biden, ex-Vice President Biden. It ain't him. He's generally known as the defense minister in many other countries. He's appointed by the president with the advice and consent of the Senate and is by custom a member of the cabinet and by law a member of the National Security Council. So that's him. Let's get to the next one here. What's that? Oh, a super chat again? Thank you for the bell. Went off when it came up. Everything UFOs, $5. I was part of MUFON, legit, when Bigelow stepped in with his deep pockets. Oh, yeah, when Bigelow came in and bought out all the private information, breaking HIPAA laws and getting information on people's health and what medications they were taking. It was a really big thing. He went around to every major network on UFOs and tried to buy them off and did. It's amazing. Thank you for the $5, everything UFOs. So it could be Bigelow. I mean, it very well could be him. My bet, I think it is. I do. I really do. Who else we got here? We've got that guy on the left who I can't find. He'll show up here in a second because I got him off this part. But who's the guy in the military garb? I can't remember his name. He should pop up too. Come on. This is so bizarre. Oh, there he is. So the guy in the military garb, his name, Department of Defense announces next DIA commander, who is... The Department of Defense announced yesterday that Air Force Command Chief Master Sergeant Benjamin J. Higginbotham will replace Master Gunnery Sergeant Scott H. Stalker as the next commander. As the next command senior enlisted leader for the DIA. He currently serves as the command senior enlisted leader for Combined Joint Task Force, Horn of Africa, Camp Lemonnier, and Djibouti. I don't friggin' know what I just said right there. And then the last gentleman, all the way to the left, he should be coming up because I got that far. Oh my God, what a funny face right there. And it should be popping up soon. He looks like he's about food. I can't find him for some reason. Very frustrating. It should be right here. And if you guys already know and said it, I didn't see it in the chat room. But it's weird that I can't find him. Maybe, just maybe, I have to click on that guy I just talked about. Let's see if that is it. Maybe I went that route and didn't know it. Here we go. Let's see. Yep, that's what I did. Here he is. So that guy's name all the way to the left, could he be in charge? And his name is, you son of a... His name is Mark A. Milley, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Army General Mark A. Milley. He looks like he would be in on it. He looks like it. To me. To me. That's all I'm saying. But I think it's Bigelow right there, right above this ear. This guy, Robert Bigelow. He's got the deep pockets. He doesn't have to write a check to the people getting paid. We need to go find out and try to see if we can get a pay stub or something. I'm sure it's cash under the table. But then he would have to find a way to hide that cash unless he's got it stacked away under his mattress. It's got to be like that. Right? It's got to be like that. Here's a stack. Here's a thick stack that's wrapped up in that paper that goes around the stacks of money. All 20s. You don't give hundreds out to people. You got to mix it up so it's not obvious. I'm sure it's cash under the table. And then they write it off like, oh, I work for Jim's Car Wash during the day. And at night, I work for the Department of Defense on UFOs and the threat that is around our nation. Can we see that pay stub, Lou? I do. I work at the car wash. That reminds me of, what was that? Breaking Bad. Breaking UFOs. Breaking Rank. That's what we should call it. Breaking Rank with Lou Elizondo. Breaking Rank. That be stank. All right, we've talked enough about this. So I'm going to continue where I left off with a video, you know which one, that I did last night. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but there's some good stuff, some good UFOs in the video, which I'd like to play. And we rarely do we have such high What is this? Oh my God. I'm going to show you a picture of Lou Elizondo from high school. You ready? And I'm serious, ladies. You've got to watch this because this is going to keep you up at night. Here we go. This is Lou. Hold on. Let me get a comparison set up. Hold on. Let me get a comparison picture. I know you know, but I want to put them side by side. This is amazing. Seriously amazing. Okay, I got my oh, it won't let me do that. Okay, I got to do it this way. Okay. Whoops. No. There. No. Come on. No. Here we go. You son of a monkey. God. All right, that's the best I could do. No, I can do better. I did worse. How did I do that? All right, you ready? This is Lou, young and now. Ladies, how's that even possible? How could that even be? Where did the lips go? That does look like the nose, but the eyebrows don't look the same. The hairline doesn't, I don't know. I don't know, man. That didn't age correctly. Something's wrong. That can't be the same guy. How can that be the same guy? And why is this? I mean, it's the same smirk. Yep. It is the same smirk. He still does that. See? Yeah, see? You dirty rat. See? Yeah, see? He's doing one of these. Yeah, see? You want me to take a picture? That's the best smile. That's Lou's smile. Yeah, it is. It's more Bob Lazar. You're right. Shin Gojira. Gojira. $5 super chat to say it's Bob Lazar. It might be. Oh man, are we getting the wrong data? It does look like Bob more than it does the actual guy. I don't know how the hair just, unless Lou is completely bald and he has plugs. Thanks for the $5 super chat, Shin Godzilla. Thank you. Super generoso. That is so funny. You want to see my high school photo? I'll show you one when I was in 8th grade. Yeah, you want to hold on? I'll get you that. Hold on a second. You want to see a photo of young little Richie? I've got some. That's crazy, that photo, though. Let me pull up my stuff. I should have it. I mean, I have a couple of pictures in here that I think I shared a long time ago. Give me a second. I got to scroll through a bunch here. Yeah, we are there. We are going everywhere. Oh, hey, I had a bug situation before the show started. Not a cockroach. Never seen a bug like it. But here's a picture of me when I was 13. It's going to be hard to see, but here we go. I'm eating chicken wings. That's me. That was 1982, 83, I believe. I weighed probably 130 pounds when I went into high school, and junior year I was 135 pounds, but senior year I got up to 155. I worked out. But that is me. That's the best picture I can find now. I do have some other ones here somewhere. Hold on. It's so weird. Here's one with my cool jacket. Actually, this jacket is from the 90s. That's me in the background there, shooting in the mirror. Yeah, that is a kick-ass jacket. This is what similar to what the guy wore on Seinfeld, the 8-ball, because it's cool. I like that picture for some reason. Don't ask me why. All right, let me get to. I didn't expect us to do this, so bear with me. Oh, here's me again, wearing my New York PD jacket. Yep. It's an official jacket. Next. I know I have to go. I'm searching through because they're scattered everywhere. Okay, here we go. We're getting somewhere. Oh, here's my old backyard. When we first moved, this is 1982, Arizona. This is the pool that I had the UFO sighting. Now, the house is behind me some 60 feet from the pool. It's about 60 feet away. So I walked down this brick path that you can barely see, and I stood here. Now, my mother was underneath the porch back here when I had this dream. It was right after we moved into this house. We still, the trees were still small. This is definitely 1983. And when I was standing here, a UFO came from over here and then went to this side. There's all this grass over here you can't see. It's an acre. And it turned downward, like it aimed itself down. I'm going to show you. It did one of these, and it came up to me like this. And when it did that, two other ones came out the side and on each side and were kind of like coming close to me, like they were alive. It's like these lights were alive. It was weird. It was an emotional thing, this dream, even though it was a dream. It seemed real to me. And then when I put my hand on the craft, I felt the vibration of it. You can't feel it until you touch it. And it made like my hand fall asleep. You know what I mean? Like that feeling. And there was a low resonating hum. And makes you lose your breath. Just telling you about it made me remember what it felt like. And when I took a deep breath as that was happening, it backed away from me. And I think it knew that it was having this effect on me. And then the other two lights went back inside of it. It went above my head over here, and it took off. And when it took off, it left like a pastel rainbow-ish kind of streak in the sky, just like in Star Trek. And that was before they did it in Star Trek. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, there was thunderstorms, and that UFO came through the thunderstorm. That's why my mom was there. She woke up from the lightning. And when I woke up, it was from the thunder. And I saw my mother in the kitchen standing behind the glass, and she's just pointing like this. She goes, did you see it? And I'm like, what are you doing? Because she was acting all like weird. She was just sitting there like mesmerized. My mother's not someone that gets mesmerized. It was like she was in a trance. Yeah, it was kind of like this. And they were all walking around. They were walking around. No. Anyway, so I'm looking for a picture of me that's a little bit clearer when I was younger. There's one coming up to it. I would show you on my phone because I have it already, but it's not going to look good. Oh, no, that's not it. Hey, you asked. I'm going to give you what you wanted. I'm coming up on it now, I think. Here's Jeremy Corbell's family, just so you know. Yeah, right there. His kids. He's got a beard. I think that's Corbell, or that's Corbell. One of them's Corbell. I don't know why I have that picture still. Here we go. Man, why am I not getting to it? It should be right here. That was when I went to the ranch. Remember, I went to Stardust Ranch during the lockdown. Wow, Arizona is really beautiful, but Florida is different. We had nice thunderstorms yesterday. It was pretty cool, finally, a thunderstorm, but it wasn't, everybody said it wasn't really that bad. And I'm like, well, it seemed pretty bad to me, but it wasn't. Oh, here's a good one. Remember this? What am I saying?
Outside, man. Hey, looking pretty good, you know? You got everything exactly like you want it. I'm proud of you, man. You've come a long way, F.A.
I never posted that, obviously. Well, now it's out there. What a dork. Oh my God, what a dork. I'm just trying to find one picture. Uh-oh. No, I won't. I won't use that. It's got to be right here. I want you to listen to something. You're not going to see it, but I never posted this either.
Look at me, looking at you, looking at me. God damn, it's time to get my rant on. Yes, it is. It's that time of the year where I just want to let it all out. Who the fuck is the alien autopsy about? Is that a bitch I see laying on the table? Goddamn, the bitch got a vagina. Now I'm seeing a vagina, and I'm seeing a pregnant woman. That ain't no alien. If it is an alien, it's ugly motherfucker. Ain't fake. That's real. Real fake. Come on now. Who you locomoting? Next, let's talk about unidentified. Man, that show just slipping and sliding all over the place like a roller coaster. 1 minute's on the left, next minute's on the right, but everything ain't all right, is it? Because Elizondo a little skeptical himself, isn't he? Isn't he? He didn't run a tip. He got a Q-tip up his ass. That's the only tip, unless you know of another that he be running. But Elizondo did not do what he said he'd do. So that makes him a liar, and I ain't buying from no liar. Elizondo, strike 3 automatic. Get the fuck out of Upology. It ain't for you. And the schlong, take your little trophy that you won from MUFON and go shove it up your fat ass, you little fruitcake. Go back to singing. Blink. 182, 83, 84. What are you doing? Learning how to count and just couldn't think anymore? Got stuck at Blink 182. Blink. Everybody keep blinking. It blinked 182 times. Great name for a band, not. Anyway, go back to home. You don't belong in ufology. I'm telling you that. They talk about Linda Moulton Howdy Doody. How let it go from crop circle, cattle mutilation, all the way up into MUFON, to the Stars Academy, shaking hands with the devil. Linda Moulton, howdy doody, pooty woody, goody, chocolate flavored cat, holding motherfucker. Every fucking episode, you got a fur ball in your face. If that was at my house, I'd be sneezing, coughing, licking, stinking, stuff your head, feel I need a rest medicine or some shit like that. You ain't no fucking loving no cat like that on TV. Damn, do it in the privacy of your own home. Ooh, look at that. There's my cat, Fluffy. Hey, Fluffy. Let's get back to cattle mutilation. Ooh, cat mutilation. Linda Moulton, howdy doody, watch it. They may come for your cat mutilation. I gotta go. My dinner ready, my coffee ready, my teeth is ready. I'm out. Rant out. Goodbye. Everybody watch your back, watch your six. TTSA ain't telling you the truth. You heard it here first. Yeah. No disclosure, pussies.
Now you know why I didn't post it. If you watched it, you probably would have laughed. I can't show that. I can't show myself that way. Hey, here's a picture of somebody. Anybody know who this is? Anybody know who this is? You'll never guess. Come on. Nobody? No, I wasn't naked. But I can't show it to you. I'm not. I'll give you a hint. It was Grandpa G. Me as the old man. Yes, Coral. Coral got it right. That's who it is. Isn't that wild? It's pretty crazy. And Lisa? I know, I was shocked. And that was only 2 years ago. No, I'm kidding. All right. Let me... I don't have many more things to do here to get to me as a young lad. I showed it on the show once. Let's see. Dang it. Here's one I did. Yeah, boy. So funny. Hey, if you can't laugh at yourself having fun, then how much fun are you really? Hold on. I think I'm getting there. I know I said it before. Ah, there's Grandpa G again. No, thank you. Oh, what's this one?
This one right here, let me see. Ooh, that's a fit nice. I like that one. Now, here's what I'm going to do, see. The UFOs are not UAPs. See, a UFO, in my opinion, is an unidentified flying object. It's in the sky, see. You got your USOs, yeah, because they go in the water, right? You know that one. I know you're doing your homework, because I see it all over. Yeah. Let me explain something now. Because now I'm going to get in real close. Yeah, let me do.
Yeah. I never posted these. I've got several Grandpa G clips that they are kind of funny, but I decided not to show myself this way.
Do something so you understand I'm in business. Okay, look, I'm in business, right? There's nothing I want to see more than UFOs get successful. Now, we can't be changing the words, the acronym. You can't change the acronym to UAP. UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenal. Now, that's the same exact thing as they're telling you is on a UFO. It's unidentified. It's flying all over. Oh, they always be in the sky. Oh, I got a little bit of moisture. Can somebody get me with the moisture packet, please?
It was just funny how it came onto the screen. Someday I'll post all that stuff. What's this? Hold on. Here's one. That one didn't quite work out. That mask never got its play, never got its proper play in this show. Oh, that mask. All right, let's see. What do we got here? All righty then. Shin, best show ever. I went from totally serious for 1 hour and 15 minutes to this. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate it. Mucho generoso, Shin Godzilla. Thank you. All right, let's see. I got some more silly stuff here. Ooh, look at this one. You got something special. There he is, looking up and down, looking out left and right. I always like this one for Thanksgiving. That's a good one. You all seen those before. I'm getting to that old picture. Hold on. It's not here yet. It's not here. Where is it? I got some injuries I'm showing. My teeth. My dog. Oh, here's one. Me and my mom. But how do I show this without showing my mom? It doesn't matter. That was me. I believe I was 12 here. There's the dog down here trying to get to the bird. That's my mom. I think she was around 37, 38, maybe around there. Something like that. Look at that. Nothing wrong. Healthy. Even the fly is zipped up, I noticed. Always wore the shirts long. Always never liked short sleeve shirts. Pretty funny. And there's one more somewhere. One more. Oh my God, no. You can see me with the dog when he didn't feel good. Me and Angus. FAP with a $5 super chat. Richie G, 2 shows nightly. Tampa Hilton. Yeah, maybe. Maybe FAP. That is the goal, you know. That is the goal. Somewhere in there. Stand-up comedy. It's still in my works. As I'm coming up with new material all the time. Thank you, FAP. $5 super chat. Coming soon. Maybe at the end of the year, I'll be back on stage. To do. I gotta make new relationships in this city just to get on stage. Florida is a really funny place, so there's a lot of funny people out here. All right, here it is. Oh, you want to laugh? All right, let me. I gotta turn the picture because it's crooked. But how? Edit. Here we go. Turn it. No, I want to turn it. It won't let me turn it sideways. This is the rotation. But it won't let. Oh, here we go. All right, my dad. Hey, why don't you put on the cowboy hat? Why don't you put one leg up on the fireplace? You ready? And give me something like John Travolta. I thought I would never show this picture in my life. But who cares? It was a long time ago. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Why is it turning? Oh, that's what that does? That's how it was. Yeah, that was me. Pretty funny. There's me and my grandma down there. Oh, my grandmother. Oh, I can't get it. Pretty funny. It's amazing. Yeah, nice hat. It took everything to get me to smile in that picture. I remember it. My dad got this new camera. As a matter of fact, I have that camera. It's a Canon. And he wanted to try it out. Not a bad. He didn't take a bad picture. Here's this one again. Here's a better version of the one I just showed you before. Let me pull that up. Here we go. That's me. I have a chicken wing. Every day I had chicken wings after school. Look how skinny. Always tan, though. Had that Italian tan, even though I don't look Italian there. I think I said, look, Ma, no hands. And she took the picture. That was the only good picture she ever took. She's the worst at taking pictures. I was supposed to show you some sightings. Here's one of my best friend. He was sleeping. Poor little Angus. Oh, God, I'm getting choked up. Cannot. It's almost 2 years. Father's Day will be 2 years that he passed away. Anyway. I do want to show you the sightings, though. So here's some pretty cool sightings that happened recently. Amazing. What a week last week. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's saying how exciting it is. And it is. You can't deny it, no matter how it's being played out. This is the best it's ever been as far as the open discussion with more than just three
all the
people.
time.
This is like the whole UFO community is now on that ride. And they're very excited. And ufology is going to take us on a loop-de-loo, and we're going to have so much fun. I just hope it doesn't stop. And then nothing. I pray that the rumors are true, and this is going to continue for another 2 years nonstop. But we got to get back to the UFOs, right? And the first one we've got is amazing. Somebody submitted this to Third Phase of Moon over the water. True UFOs, whatever you want to call them. There is a possible USO. This thing supposedly came out of the water. We'll talk about that. And this one, oh man, it's just hovering there. Well, and we've got a really great USO story from Shrat. So strap in, baby. Here we go. Let's start this week off with an incredible UFO sighting from Peru. Here we go. Every day, B. Baker.
You're at Third Phase of Moon. It's Blake Cousins. And we're going to not give you breadcrumbs. We're going to give you real-time evidence as it comes in as fast as possible. So buckle up, everybody. Let's get to it. I received permission to go ahead from William Roberts out of Peru. He captured 3 mysterious craft over the ocean. Take a look at this. So let's take a look at this again. You know, it's incredible and quite amusing and fun at the same time. When you're filming UFOs, and maybe you're just by yourself, he's whistling the X-Files song. I got to give him proper credit on that. He's actually in tune on that. Good job, William. You know, what could these craft be in the skies? They're quite large. They're off at a distance. People are asking him, did you manipulate this footage? Did you add these afterwards? Is this CGI? William Roberts says he didn't manipulate anything. He filmed it himself, and this is what he captured. We see no...
And maybe 20 feet tall, but let's slow it down a little bit here and zoom in. I zoomed in, I think about 100%, slowed it down about 20-25% here. So this is amazing. Check it out. To me, that thing Oh, I was muted. Didn't even know it. I said, yeah, world in chaos. 2 years almost, and it feels like it just happened. But anyway, that's an interesting sighting nonetheless. Very interesting sighting. So let's take it back to Blake for what may be another USO. It is a UFO.
We got a special report for you. You know, moments ago, I received an email from our friend, the Hidden Underbelly 2.0.
Breakfast just turned 10 years old. That's a good boy right there. He's so handsome.
Gotten video from Facebook, and he forwarded it over to me, and we're looking at it. An incredible capture.
Look, this is also an interesting sighting. This is not an airplane, okay? Forget it. And I think this is well above 30 feet above the water. I don't think this is near the water, even at the beginning of this. I think this was above the water. Well, apparently it came out of the water, but when they realized it, they started recording it. It's wobbling. It's moving forward and backwards like a wobble.
Captured by a fisherman off the coast of Puerto Rico. He captured it with his FLIR, and we've got the entire panel with us. We've got Richard from GoofOn, and we also have Dark Hour Paranormal.
Well, I just played what these guys talked about. Well, I'll play. We'll play. We never hear from Ollie. Let's have Ollie's analysis here. It's pretty interesting.
Want to see is people posting FLIR footage to third phase of moon to alien ID, showing an actual wake in FLIR footage that's that far away that you can see a visible wake, because there is no wake. Without a wake, that says to me that is backing up what these people are saying about zero inertia and that these things don't affect the water whatsoever. It does move the same as an airplane, though, as it takes off gradually. There's just no wake. When there's no wake, it's a UFO, as in unidentified flying object. I'm not going to call it UAP. I refuse to do that. But it's interesting. It's definitely interesting, because we've got loads of FLIR footage now. Got a little bit more now. Only this one's, I think, it's slightly better than some of the rest of them.
Which is kind of true, right? We're seeing better stuff from the third phase of moon submissions than what Corbell's given us. And that's for sure. You can't deny what's going on out in the world unless there's an explanation for it. And we don't have an explanation for that sighting. It's pretty darn good, though, if you think about it. All right. I'm going to let this run off here because we'll never know what it is. It's better than what Corbell's given us. And I think that's important when it comes to showing. You see, we're going to show you what the people are catching. If the government or our Navy is recording these things and apparently they're taking pictures while they're flying around too, then they're going to be in areas all over the world. And people are seeing them, and they're sending us stuff that's 8 years old. They're sending us stuff that's 8 days old. They're sending us stuff that's 8 minutes old. People are trying their best to get it out to us. Now, we have a situation in ufology right now where we're being told that the aliens are a threat, basically. Right? So that narrative is scripted. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget. So it's scripted, which means there's some truths. There's some missing truth. They're not telling us everything. We know that. It's obvious. But as the public, I am asking that you send us your stuff. My email's in the description. Cousins Brothers for Third Phase of Moon. Theirs is on their channel. But send us your stuff. I'll get back to it as soon as I can. But just remember that not everything the mainstream media tells you is the truth. We're digging on that. We have kind of an inside track. Well, people close to Lou. So maybe some of that stuff will be forwarded our way. So, we're doing our due diligence to get the truth as best we can. We're looking into who may be behind the script, who may be paying these people off, and what the truth is going to be unimaginable. They can't just come out and say it. That's what we're being told. They have to do it slowly. And my thing is, they've had 70 years to get it out. What do you mean slowly? So if this is the beginning of disclosure, is it the disclosure we're looking for? I don't know. But do your own research. Don't just take my word for it. But you can come here if you want to talk about it. And tomorrow I'll open up the lines. That scared the hell out of me. Scared the hell out of me. So thank you, moderators and super chatters. I appreciate all the support and your time. Thank you. I can't express it enough. You know, I really, 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 really need you guys. So don't forget to support Goof On through PayPal and Cash App and right here in Super Chats. And just check the links in the description. And thank you, the newcomers and the veterans, for hanging out. All I asked was 5 minutes of your time. Hopefully you stayed longer. And if you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because that helps get us out there, and it looks like it's working. So thank you very much. And we'll be back tomorrow night, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, right here on YouTube. I'm Rich Giordano, and don't forget, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. Good night, everybody.
Shadow and terrified of dear Uncle Gustav. Yes, I am. Well, I'm not. I don't care if he does find me gone. But how? Frida, I beg you, think about what you're doing. Everyone says he's a wicked man. What about him? Who wants to be good if being good is singing hymns and praying all day long? He's doing what's best for us, I'm sure. It might be best for you. It's not for me. I'm going, and you might as well stop arguing about it. I warn you, if you dare tell on me, Frida, you know I wouldn't do that. I'm just telling you. You know what will happen if you do. Stop it, you're hurting me not half as much as I will if you don't keep quiet.